Okay, I can't talk about that obviously, so I'll still post that part, but I'm just gonna move on from that because obviously I can't handle that. Therefore, why I don't post videos of late. Let's talk about something funny. Funny in a kind of weird way. When I was coming back from my grandmother's funeral, I was leaving Omaha Airport, tiny airport, and it was early in the morning. I don't know, 7. Not that early, but most people don't like to be up then. Have already been up for hours, but that's beside the point. And there's not many people in there except at the planes that are taking off. Anyway, I walked by this couple, man and a woman, and I just don't understand why people have to be rude for the sake of being rude. And we're the only people in sight. And he leans over to his wife or significant other, girlfriend, whatever the relationship was, and says really loud, so I could hear it, and really for me to hear it, "Oh, she bought those." Bought those. He was, I'm sure, referring to my chest. So what if I had bought those? I haven't, but I don't understand the purpose of somebody being rude, to be rude like that, and to imply that. I mean, sure, I've seen somebody on TV and my husband and I have laughed and say, like those are real, that type of thing. But I just couldn't believe that anybody would. Well, I can believe it. I guess I just don't understand people being rude, and I've had a lot of people be rude to me lately, and it's just beyond me. And actually, I made a rude comment the other day on poor Mark Supportahall's channel, and I don't know what came over me. I didn't mean to be rude, and I was totally rude. Anyway, back to the point of then. We ended up getting on the same airplane with them. And I just about wanted to lean over to him as I passed him and said, "They're real. Now you can weep." I mean, because it was just like, it was like the last thing I needed. I'm leaving Nebraska. It's cold. It's, been very emotional, stressful, and this guy's making derogatory comments to me, and I happened to notice his wife was very not endowed. And the thing is, when I'm thin, like I should be, and not a fat pig like I am at the moment, I also don't have much in the boob department. But now that I'm, weigh considerably more, I just happen to be one of those girls, I gain it all over. So anyway, now I can laugh about it. So I'm trying to think of some other funny things I could tell you, but also have been distressing. That was one of them. Oh, then I got up from a nap one of the days in the past couple of weeks, and I'm almost stark naked. I have on a little pair of panties. And I got up from the nap and I walked out from our bedroom. I walked out here to the kitchen and I could see my husband was sitting in the office on the computer, and I said, "Oh, hi honey," and came in here and did some stuff, and then I walked down the hall to the office where he was at, and he's typing on the typewriter, on the computer and everything, and I was just going to say, I got, talk to him a little bit more, and lo and behold, I get my body halfway in the door, and his partner is sitting there. Seeing an old woman who's still in her late 40s, but I'm getting really close to 50, let me tell you. So, the last thing he needs to see is some fat old woman naked. And talk about embarrassing. And I had a really bad morning that day anyway, because I had gotten in a kind of a fight with my boss on the telephone, and it wouldn't be so bad if he was just my boss, but he said some things that really hurt my feelings, and I knew he wasn't personally talking about me, but you know how you take things personally, but I've been friends with him for more than 30 years because we've been married 30 years in April, and he was in our wedding, and we knew him before that. So it was just one of those things. It was a snowball day. Nothing was gonna go right. So then I went in the bedroom and cried for a couple hours, and I got over it. I mean, you know, I'm sure he's seen an old naked woman somehow before in his lifetime. It won't forever scar him for life, but I'm over it. Of course, my mom, she's just like in horror, and she's like, oh, but you never want to see him again. I said, oh, Mom, I was over it by the next day. I said, that day it just hit me wrong because I'd had so many things, but you know, obviously I need to wear more clothes at home, but with the two of us, just being the two of us all these years, you know, we don't always think of modesty, so that was funny. What else can I tell you new? I guess Santino's taking a nap, so you won't see the star of the show. And I'm sporting Jean, Big Boy One's necklace. So, and he sent me another necklace, and then I also ordered for myself a beautiful bracelet from Travis. I'll put both of their links on the side, and I've showed it in several other videos that you haven't seen, but I will wear it in a future one and show it to you again. But I ordered two as gifts to my sister-in-law and my niece, and they both love them. They love their jingly jangly bracelets. So I'll show that again. And then Jean sent me another beautiful necklace that I'll show, but yeah, that's it. I better cut it off now, and I just needed to get one video out of the way, under my belt, so to speak, and then I can maybe proceed on with videos as normal and not being an emotional mess. But thank you, everyone that has sent me cards, and I will address that in another video. So we'll see you later. Bye.